Hi everyone, good morning. So I have some, I think big changes, big for me changes out front that I am very excited to share with you. So I have been going through a tough time where my dad was sick for a while and it was very difficult. The only thing that really helped me was gardening. You know, you always hear people say, myself included, that gardening is therapy, and it really was for me, and kept my mind focused on something positive, making something beautiful, and it helped me out tremendously. So my dad is doing so much better now and he is home, so I am super thankful, and I dedicate this new garden space to my dad. And I'd just like to walk you around and show you what I did here. So up the path here, I made some significant changes. I created a perennial border on both sides of the garden. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know I have the baby gem boxwood here that I planted. It'll be a couple years in September, and I loved the look. I felt they really transformed the space and they made it just a welcoming walk up to the front porch. As much as I loved it, I always felt like I wanted something more, something different. When there wasn't flowers in bloom, I always felt like I needed something there. That's why you would see me planting the pansies and the tulips and things. But I really wanted something a little bit more lasting, something that would return year after year, something for the pollinators, something for me to enjoy when I'm sitting on the porch and can look down and see all these pretty things. So I just deadheaded the wee white hydrangeas, and they will put on a second flush of blooms. Be careful and look up your varieties before you go pruning. But those will put out a second flush of white blooms, so they'll have all white back there. But I really wanted some symmetry down here. This area was not symmetrical at all. So you have to imagine this space had no boxwood hedges. I added the little finials here to either side of the step to, again, make that symmetry. I used to have a railing on this side that I cut down last year. It just did not feel right in this space, so I got rid of that. It was much like the railing up here, but down here for these two steps, it was just kind of floating, and it just never felt right. And then on this side, after I added the boxwoods, I had always had really a garden bed around my lamppost here. Well, that always felt off to me. So I planted the boxwoods, and then on this side, because there was no lamppost, I wasn't really sure how to end this space. And I just did a quick return here after the boxwood. So there was none of this. It just never felt right to me. It never like clicked with me, and it always kind of made me feel like things weren't complete. So really very spur of the moment, I had bought several plants over the course of a couple of weeks, really not knowing where I was going to plant them, and they ended up here. I'm so glad they did. I had kind of laid them out to see what they would look like, and they looked so good here. So I went by enlarging out from the boxwood. I did remove turf here. I removed the grass with my edging shovel. Removing turf is always a pain, but I did that because the boxwoods were already in here, and you've got the path here, so I didn't want to sheet mulch or pile more soil on top, making it, you know, uneven and having it higher on this end. And I really just wanted to plant everything now, so I did remove the sod there, the clover lawn, if you will, and I enlarged it from the boxwood out to here, enough for all of my plants that I had laid out, and then I swooped it along and curved it out so that it would match what was here on the lamppost side. I really love the addition. This is Everest sedge that I added in between the boxwoods along the path. I think it adds such a nice texture and a nice glow. I'll still do my pansies and things in between. I'm definitely planning on doing that, but I feel like in the interim, when there are no plants blooming there, this is such a nice light. It just really looks so pretty and soft, I think. You can already see the butterflies fluttering about. It makes me so happy. So I've got the sedge here. I do have my plant tags. I just grabbed them. I'm going to try and show you what they are. So this is Everest sedge along in front of the boxwoods, and Then I have a little butterfly bush here, so I'm going to try and find that tag real quick. I have them right here in front of me. So this is the Buzz Hot Raspberry Butterfly Bush. And you can see the butterflies enjoying it. So this one is a short one, which is what I wanted, 24 to 36 inches. And guys, I may move some of these things or fill in with some shorter perennials. I'll just have to see how it fills in, because I have some plants in here that will get quite tall. So, you know, this is a work in progress, but for right now, I just think it looks so charming. Can you guys hear the morning dove? Oh, I love it. So in the front here, I wanted to mimic what I did over here. I had already cut back my salvia. They had put on several flushes of blooms, and they're really done for the season. So to pick up where those left off, I planted some Angelonia to get those purple spikes back in there. And I have some kind of coral color geraniums that match like the pots I have up on the step. And I just took a couple of those out from that bed and I popped them in over here just to kind of give it a little bit more balance. I copied and did a couple of the Everest sedge on the apron here. I've got a Super Tunia Bordeaux to mirror the Bordeaux that I have in the border in the back. And let's see here. So I popped in a little Rudbeckia. This one is little gold star Rudbeckia, and 14 to 16 inches high. Low watering needs. I do have to figure out my drip out here. I'll have to tap into some of my existing drip, and that's okay, but it will be a project because I'll have to kind of cap off some of the irrigation and get some tubing going, do a little trench maybe. So this is a salvia that was on sale, and you can see it's putting out a new bloom here. I got it for $2. Most of these were not on sale, I must say, but I was just very happy to plant all the things right now. So this is April night salvia. I have May night salvia, so that's this one here, and it blooms in spring. It's got a couple blooms now. 12 to 15 inches high, 12 to 18 wide. So that was my choice for there. I love salvia. And then I have some Shasta Daisies I popped in and about. Becky, Shasta Daisy. So it's an upright perennial, comes back year after year. These all like full sun. So this blooms in summer and fall. We love those Shasta Daisies. I love daisies. Most of these plants were from Lowe's or Home Depot because that was what was convenient and close by for me with the boys here. Okay, so then this is a Hummingbird Mint, and it is Sunrise Blue Hummingbird Mint. And it is a perennial, blooms in summer. I'll shear this back to try and encourage more blooms, and I'll do that with this Speedwell here too. Okay, so there's some info on it. Again from Lowe's. So that Speedwell, I don't have the tag for, unfortunately. It was on the can, but it's just a pretty pink Speedwell, Veronica. And these start to fizzle out about now. You can see they're starting to get a little brown. So I'll take the stems down on this one and take it down pretty low, maybe about an inch or two above the soil level, and hopefully it'll encourage more blooms. But I don't really have a ton of luck with getting Speedwell to rebloom very prolifically, so we'll see. And then I've got a Delphinium in here, and guys, I know Delphiniums can get huge. I'm actually planning on probably putting this over by the greenhouse, but for right now, it's not going to put on a super huge amount of growth or get like gargantuan. So I really liked the little pop of blue in here, so I did that. And then this is a Coneflower mix. It was just one of those ready refill that you see at, you know, Lowe's, how they have the ready refill containers, and it was the pink and the white mixed together. I just thought it was so pretty. And then this is a Gay Feather. I do not know the variety because, again, it was listed on the container, which I have thrown away. I apologize. But, oh, it's so nice to see all the little butterflies and pollinators fluttering around. So I just did a repeat of those plants. So that's another one of the Rudbeckia. And then I mimicked the same thing over here. I'm gonna have to get out here and water very quickly because it's supposed to get to like 94 today. We had a bit of rain last night, but you know how that is. When it's so dry, the water just has a tendency to just run off of everything in those quick thunderstorms, and it's not really a deep soak. But what do you think, you guys? I think it turned out so beautiful. I'm really, really, really happy with it. I have more room in the front here to plant some more annuals. Again, I got the Bordeaux Supertunia. I just think it looks so pretty. It really just makes me happy. I can't wait for my dad to see it. I showed him photos and he just thought it looked so beautiful. So I'll have to have him over here when he's feeling up for it. And maybe we can sit on the porch and look at all the pretty plants. Okay, that's it, you guys. I just love to update you and let you know what's going on and show you all the updates. And this was a pretty good one, so I couldn't resist but showing you. And for everybody that has been following me on Instagram, thank you so much for all of your kindness and support and all of the wonderful messages and prayers and all the nice things. It really, truly means so very much to me, and thank you all so much. I hope you're having a great day and enjoying your summer. You can hear all the lawnmowers going around here, but that's all for today. And yeah, enjoy. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you so much.